Welcome back, YouTube. J-Bob, the video game slob, coming back at you. $200 box madness. You know the rules of the game. Each one of these boxes were $200, came from the G.O.A.T estate sale. Go check the videos out in the collection here. And as we've been finding out, some of these boxes were empty. And I'm not complaining because I still would have bought them so far every time we go through. Even if I knew these were empty boxes. But Time Crisis, Raising Storm, I think that was a good game. That's probably 20, 25 bucks. You know, Sly Cooper, those are always a good 20 bucks. So yeah, it feels a little bit like getting punched by Muhammad Ali here. So that's the nature of it. Oni, I swear Oni's like a $20, $25 game, although this one had a little damage to it. Would have liked to have those. We don't have them. Those are the rules of the game. This is what we have here. And this is our sealed pile first. I guess we can run it back through. I do think we got pretty lucky here. I love the House of the Dead Overkill game. So we'll take that. That's probably decent value. Sealed. Who doesn't love the True Crime series? Again, always better to have these things on, like PS2, something like that. But we'll keep it. We're not going to throw it out for eating crackers in bed here. We got a little Driver 3 action. Anytime it says Toys R Us, I like it 10% more. These Yakuza games are just so weird. VGP loves reprinting them. Limited Run Games is currently reprinting all of the Yakuzas that they can onto the Xbox One. So you never know. Some of them have value. Some of them have been reprinted. You take the good with the bad, and you move on, I guess. But I would say this is more toward the good than the bad. A Black Label Jax 3. And I say Black Label as if I know whether or not that one... I think they all got greatest hits reprints, but maybe that's just the way it seems. Would be curious to know if you actually paid the $50 for this one and kept it sealed, or if you eventually got it on a further discount. Little bit of a nick there. That's going to hurt. But, is anybody complaining about finding a Silent Hill 3 sealed? I don't think so. I think that's an automatic qualifier to go into the gets graded pool. I don't know. That's my opinion. Let me know in the comments. Mega Man X Command Mission. That might make it. Oh my god, a series that I just love so much. The Serious Sam Next Encounter. These tend to hold value because there is a cult following of people like me who just love that series. It's mindless comedy. It's brainless gameplay where you just go through shooting stuff, wave after wave of enemies, finding all the crazy secrets. What an action adventure game it kind of is. Sly 2, the Black Label, like that. Max Payne, I don't know. Is it just me? I don't know. It just feels like the market also quite hasn't accepted the Max Payne series. For as great as they were at the time and as much people loved them, they just don't seem to get a lot of retail love. And speaking of things that don't get retail love, the original Kingdom Hearts with the great foil cover here. Maybe Black Label, maybe because it was an original. Maybe that's worth just getting in a slab. But they did print the heck out of those. And again, you can tell I'm a sucker for foil. Alter Echo, I know that one doesn't have any value. I shouldn't say I know. At least in my remembrance, it does not have that. The Hulkster in Legends of Wrestling 2 with exclusive DVD bonus footage. Finally discs are, printed in DVD format because we are in the 500 range, so they were taking full advantage of that there. Rayman Arena. Generally, if I was buying a collection of games, I'd love to see the Raymans. Arena's not one that strikes me as being fantastic, but, it's Black Label, just like the Jax 2 here. And anything Black Label that's in a first-party classic run. Gotta feel like we could see some money back out of 25 bucks, maybe, something like that. I don't know. Trigger Man, that's kind of in the bargain basement here. I freaking love NFL 2K5. I feel like this is maybe one of the best sports games they had ever made, and of course I love it the most on the Xbox. I think a lot of people agree. I think maybe it's worth 10 bucks, so maybe it went back up to $20 sealed. I'm not sure if a lot of sealed copies of that exist. I don't think it probably got overprinted, and I doubt people kept it sealed. We got both of the true crimes, so I don't know, maybe does that affect things, right? If you have both, do you get both graded so they, pair nicely for an auction listing, something like that? I don't know. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments. Is that DDP there? Or is that Hulkster? Jeez. Oh my gosh. In the, he looks like he is just trying to push one out there, isn't he? My gosh, I can see why that went down to $5. But look how great. Yeah, that would have been a much better cover in my opinion. Dead to Rights 2. Again, classic series. People love it. I don't know if it brings a sealed premium or not. We'll have to find out about that. Is this one even sealed? Now that I look at it, I had it in the sealed. Okay. It is. It's not Y-folded. I don't know. I have to do some research on that. Maybe some games didn't come Y-folded, but it definitely looks to have been unmolested there, so that's good. Chronicles of Riddick, fantastic game. Medal of Honor, 748. Not shocked that that was in the bargain bins. Rogue Ops. It looks like she has a unibrow there. Was I the only one that was like, was that a unibrow going on? Sunglasses. There we go. And Ben Wallace here, getting us through the last of the sealed games. Unfortunately, not as much love for the basketball version of the 2K series. So there you go. That's what's sealed. And again, be thinking, would you have been crazy enough to spend $200 on this box? 13 or XIII. Yeah, super popular when that came out. Of course, just recently got, redone on the Xbox One. Haven, nobody really talks about. Siberia, they did make 3 in the series. Has some collector following, but, nothing too crazy. Some of these exhibition discs people collect, but Volume 5, nothing too crazy there. Big hit, 1995, Friend Price, just great. Narc based off the original NES series there. I think I did look this one up because I was like, I don't remember Crime Life. I don't think I've ever heard of this game. And it is not very expensive. But boy, is it very early 2000s. Little OXM discs. I don't think this is the one that has anything on it. There's a few that have some DLC on them that people pay money for. But I don't think that one. Bonus comic inside. Oh, I must have already looked. No comic. It's funny that it was already open. Intellivision Lives, but maybe it should die. I'm just saying, were people really needing to play baseball and basketball? Or maybe, why did we have the Amico? We already had Shark, on this. Maybe we could have let that go there. The Jam Pack, again, like the other sampler discs, don't usually bring too much value. Spider-Man 2, pretty sought after. The original Spider-Man, not as much. But here we go. Here's some gold in here. Serious Sam. I'm just like talking myself into spending the rest of the day playing Serious Sam as I go through this collection. Trigger Man, yeah, great. Nobody cares. But Cold Fear, now here we go. That game has finally, received some respect for its, depths of terror, horror, Resident Evil vibes, that kind of thing. So that feels light. Shoot, is that in there? Yeah. Oh, just no manual. Okay. Starting to second guess myself. The God of War collection. I don't know. These are great games to have and, sell in the showcase at the antique mall and everything. I don't know. I'm going to guess like 10 or 15 bucks though. And again, although I love all the Saints Rows, the third seems to just be the one that went too far for people. Not far enough for me. The more crazy, the better. But I think it's just like a $5 game. Now, speaking of games that just have gone absolutely crazy, I think this is like a $30 game off the top of my head. The Simpsons game and the Family Guy game have just exploded in popularity in recent years. So if you're not aware of that, be on the lookout for those. Some of the Transformer games are pretty good, like Devastation, on the Xbox One. So always be on the lookout for Transformers games. You never know which one's popping up and carry some value. But again, Little Big Planet, Sackboy there. Anytime you're finding Little Big Planet stuff, you're happy about that. That beats finding a sports game. Again, same with Silent Hill, not the craziest of all the Silent Hills to find, but no one says no to that. And I remember I was checking out, and the cashier picked this game up and said, I don't even know they made a 2. And I didn't even have the heart to tell her they made a 3. And Scott the Waz just recently did a video on these. These are some of my favorite things that they did, back in this era where they would do a combo pack with a DVD or Blu-ray. And so, of course, this is Lego Harry Potter 1 through 4, and it comes with the Blu-ray of Harry Potter, the original. So I always think that's pretty cool. This one appears to be like fake sealed here, so don't believe the hype on that. But yeah, Mortal Kombat had them. Top Gun, I think, had them. Days of Thunder. All sorts of like really weird games. I don't think I have them all, but I have most of them, or several of them, and so always cool to see, but I know I have this one, so we'll pass that one on. So the question becomes, let us know in the comment, what you saw here, how crazy, how far off was I in the values, is Silent Hill Downpour better, is Cold Fear better? I don't know, we'll leave it up to you, and which in the stack should we send out for grading? We'll talk to you here soon next time, YouTube. Still plenty of $200 boxes to go.